The Patriotic League of Uganda, our fellow Ugandans and supporters, you are aware that we are a non-partisan, non-sectarian, and non-denominational organization that welcomes everybody. We are not into head-on politics, but we advocate for a peaceful and orderly transition. A lot has been achieved by Patriotic League of Uganda. First of all, by transiting from various units which had formed the MK movement to a properly registered organization called Patriotic League of Uganda. We launched it earlier this year, and it has since been achieving a lot of targets and goals. After the launch of our civic organization, our chairman, together with the Central Commission, agreed that we need to put leadership in place. And it was against that our chairman started appointing regional leaders. From regional leaders, we shall go to district leaders, from district leaders to sub-county, until we go to the village level. To a certain extent, this has been achieved. Some regions have already gotten their regional leaders, and I hope by the end of this year, all regions will be fully constituted with our leaders of Patriotic League of Uganda. Secondly, mobilization. Because as we prepare for a peaceful and orderly transition, and as PLU, that an organization that welcomes everybody, we need to be reading from the same page. Because we welcome members from other political parties, although for us we are not political parties, but we welcome everybody. So when all these people come, you need to sensitize them. You need to mobilize them. This exercise has been ongoing, and it will continue. We even have an arrangement of taking our leaders, some of our leaders in various batches, for further reinforced training in any place that our chairman will be able to secure for us. So you can see we still have a lot of work to do as far as mobilization and sensitization is concerned, and we hope we shall be able to achieve that. Then after that, we also need to ensure that we have leaders who will be accountable to their members. We will carry out our organizational elections, that we shall all be subjected to a vote, such that we can be we can be accountable to our people. So all this is work in progress. We'll also be able to give our people enough reading materials to be able to understand what Patriotic League of Uganda is all about. As I had earlier informed you, we have reading materials that are almost ready. For example, all these books, we have very many reading materials that we shall be able to, after being approved, we shall be able to give to our members, our supporters, to deeply understand what PLU is all about. The journey of PLU is not a short journey. We are going to move a journey of about 50 years ahead from today. So don't look at PLU as something that will end tomorrow. Or you recall when our chairman said he was not going to stand as the president in the forthcoming elections, and people wondered. And even others thought that that was the end of PLU. No, we are here, we are working. The secretariat is open 24 hours. We continue to engage with our supporters and well-wishers. So We still have a long journey to go, but we shall be working as also putting in place further systems and structures of the organization.
So, how soon do we expect these organizational elections, as you earlier mentioned, for structures? These
structures, I think the elections it will depend. We are going to have a meeting at the end of this year to specifically come up with a roadmap and a timetable. We also don't want to interrupt the next gen elections that are coming, because we will not have other elections taking place against the general elections that the government is preparing every after 5 years. The NRM and other parties will be going back to seek fresh mandate. We will, as PLU, continue mobilizing and supporting our leaders who have the same ideas like ours. We were requested by our chairman, actually directed by our chairman, General Moskin, that we should support President Yoweri Museveni and NRM. So this is what we are going to do. We have actually started, but we need some few things to be highlighted so that we can be able to move as a team. But as we speak now, we shall be supporting the NRM party as we all, that's actually our mother party, yes, and their ideas are more or less aligned to ours. So that's the party we feel we can comfortably work with to ensure that we secure peace and stability in this country sustainably. I want to reassure to our supporters and members that there is no need of fearing that there will be a friction between Patriotic League of Uganda and the NRM party as a political party. First of all, we are not a political party. Secondly, our chairman clearly stated that for those who are going for elective politics, you can go through the structures of NRM. A mechanism will be set in place that will amicably sort out whatever differences that may arise. Secondly, for those who might not be comfortable, for example, our friends who came from other political parties, DP, NOB, FDC, they can come as independents. But leaning to PLU, although we are not a political party, but we are a civic organization that actually harmonizes and welcomes everybody. So I don't expect any friction of any sort.
Since you are
Kagabo, no, we can only support him if he stands as an independent candidate. But if he stands as a no, we said as far as supporting a political party, we shall support NRM. Yes. An individual who doesn't want to go through NRM can come as an independent, we shall support him. But if he remains in his original party, PLU will not be able to support, because a decision has already been taken for any political, for the political party that we are going to support, it will be NRMO. Which organization? We shall continue, as I said earlier, we shall continue mobilizing Ugandans, because for us, we are looking beyond the next gen elections. The time for transition has come. We must prepare whether we want or not. This is not something that we are going to hide away. And we don't want to be caught off guard. That's why I said we need a peaceful and orderly transition. How do we achieve that? That's the process we are going into.
How soon do you intend to transform?
Yes, as Aria said, for us as Patriotic League of Uganda, we are more concerned about the transition of politics in Uganda. That this time around we need a peaceful transfer of power. In the past transitions that have taken place, leadership in Uganda has always been changed through the power of the gun. But this time we need a peaceful transfer. This is why we say we need to educate, we need to sensitize, we need to mobilize Ugandans. That time has come that for us to sustainably maintain this peace and stability and development, we need a peaceful transition. How do we achieve that? First of all, we must all first be patriotic. Love our country. If you love your country, you can never wish it bad. You can never destroy it. You can never go out and start the campaigning it, and all other sorts of things. So we will continue rallying Ugandans, mobilizing them, sensitizing them the importance of a peaceful and orderly transition. And of course, we will come up with our own manifesto as PLU and officially launch it such that people can easily get on board with Patriotic League of Uganda.
Okay. And finally,
as I said, our journey is of very many years to come. All those are options we are looking at. And as I said, we will come up with an elaborate and detailed strategy of what we are going to do as PLU and how are we going to do it. Those are some of the options, and others, there are very many options we are looking at: reducing the size of parliament, the districts, employing educated and skilled members of the society. There are very many things we are looking at. But when time comes, we shall be able to lay them on the table, and all Ugandans will get to know and be brought on board. You see, first of all, we need to understand the kind of democracy we are practicing in, not only in Uganda, but in Africa. We are still young in democracy, in exercising our rights to elect our leaders and manage our affairs. And the process of sustainably keeping peace and stability in a country is not something you can gamble around. The court martial has done a very good job. First of all, our main legal structures, the current judicial system, they are overcrowded with a lot of cases. And there are cases that need urgent attention. And again, matters of security are not matters that really need negotiation. You need to take a stand. A state must be felt that the state is there. So for us to have a quick answer to some of these things, to me, I don't see any big problem with trying some of these complicated criminal cases in the court martial. Because it was established by an act of parliament, and as the president said, if there are people who don't agree with it, let's take it for a referendum and see what people are saying. Because, you know, the excitement that most of the people have is they seem to have forgotten what took place in the past. They think this stability is naturally given. People shed blood to liberate this country. So if we are to sustain it, we have to use all possible means to ensure that there is peace and security in this country. So and I believe it's only wrong people are taken to those courts. If you have no problem, if you have no case, why should we fear? Yeah.
All right. Lastly,
because elections have a definite date. They end and will remain. Why should we start fighting and destroying property? If we do that, what will happen then? This is all in our package as Patriotic League of Uganda, that there shouldn't be any excitement when it comes to the time of elections, because there is life after elections. So I urge the youth that they should look at parties that have delivered to the expectations, and also to remain calm. If you don't agree with somebody, you don't need to fight. You fight using your ideas, not physical fighting and destroying of property. So I request that we remain calm. we carry out we do our politics normally, we go through that exercise, and then we continue with other activities that can lead to the growth of this country.